There we go. Good morning, everyone. All right, so you see me, we're doing a little walking. I forgot to get one of our ingredients. Well, not ingredients, something we're gonna need. So we gotta get our vacuum. There we go, to get our little corners out. So hi everyone. Hey there, it's Angeline here. And today we're gonna be putting together our lettuce grow farm stand. So we got it here in the corner. It comes with little plants, but of course, while we're putting it together, we got to clean up the area because the boxes have been here for a while. So here it is. And then these are the plants that we've been waiting for. So we are going to be putting it together, doing a little cleanup in this corner. And let's see how easy it is to get together. Now, before we get started, let me get our tablet out so I can hear to make sure everyone can hear. Make sure the sound is working. We got to do a sound check every time. So let's just make sure this is connected. Yep, there we go. And we're also going to be using, I'm also going to be using the tablet to scan all these things, check the app, follow directions, because I didn't put this one together before. But we are doing our indoor garden today. This is a hydroponic system. So today is a good day to garden. Let's get started. All right, so let's get you guys in a tripod. Also, remember that you can get more information at avgardening.com. All in the description below, right after the video is finished, because this is live. I'm going to be adding all of our link discount codes and everything. You can also get additional information at avgardening.com and join the cultivators at patreon.com/Angeline Verdon. Links to everything will be in the below. Today's a good day to garden. Let's get started. Let's start our unboxing. So here, I think I have to turn this around because I don't know what y'all can see. So let me just turn it this way so I can see you, me, and everything else. The plants came, and the boxes came. I don't know what are in the boxes. So we're gonna start opening the boxes and finding out. Start with the top box here. This is a small box. We got the tall size with lights. So that is for indoor hydroponics. So we're gonna give it an open up real quick and see what's in it. Got my little knife. I wanted to do this for the team here. Well, part of the team is here. So so this is the extension kit. So I did get, let me talk a little louder. I did get the large size. We're going to be comparing this to see how our garden grows. We got our garden over there. We got let grow over there. Now we're going to have our lettuce grow here. So we're going to do our comparison. Let's see what this is. It comes in cups. To give you up close. You got the cups that it comes with. I guess this is where the plants go. These are the plants. The plants come separately. Here's another set of cups. 2 extensions. Ooh, this is how the system looks on the inside. I guess this is how it diffuses the water. So we have our water going here. Let me adjust the chat. So this is our connection here. 2 that goes in the middle. I guess that gets the water up or down or either way. And then we have another set. So this is our 2 levels. It's like a little picture for locking and unlocking. Now this one, our garden holds 5 gallons of water. This one holds 20. I don't know how we're gonna put water in this. My guess is to carry it near the sink. I think I can't remember if I got the wheels. Yes, we did get the wheels. So we're gonna probably put this near the sink, and then fill it up with water. All right, next box. Let's see what's in here. You see, it says fragile, so I'm gonna guess these are lights, but let's find out. Everything says it should be easy to put together. So far, so smooth. These are our lights. So we have some connectors here for our lights. I'm trying to put everything on our table here. I cleared off the table. We got a nice picture with some information here. We have lights. I think we're going to leave them in the box. The lights. We want to get the stand out. This looks like the stand here. Let's lower the picture down for you guys so you can see a little better. This is it here. This is like the main events here. And then this is where I got this has been here, and the team has been hanging out. The team has been over here. They have been sitting on this, playing with the boxes, so that's why I made sure I got my little vacuum there. All right, so we have a nice welcome to our community. QR code for setting it up. I probably might use my iPad to get the instructions, and then it says the ceilings come after. So you get the pieces, piece by piece, and then the ceilings come after. So we had the pieces for a while now. We were waiting for our ceilings. And we had a little snowstorm, so we waited. So I guess these are the connectors. I'm very excited to take out all these connectors. Let's see. Very, very excited. Get this out. Yeah, we have a, we got to sweep this corner. Yeah, I know the kids are back here having a good time. Let me get the broom. I think I brought it with me for this. Yes, I brought it in this room. Because I know they were having too much fun. Whoops. Love to you guys. Y'all still standing. We're going to do a little cleanup of our plant room. I wanted to do it before, but we'll probably either do it tomorrow or do it right after this video. Depends on how easy it is for us to get this stand up. We will do it, organize it in our cleanup of our garden. We got a lot of bolted lettuce. I started putting our new lettuce. So these are the stands. They're nice and good size. They're not too, they don't look like they take up too much space. So this is the scan thing that gives us instructions. I'm going to scan it on my iPad because I'm not going to be like, I don't need any instructions. Yes, I need instructions. What is that? Oh, that's an alarm making sure that I do this live video and don't start it too late. Okay. So let's get our picture of this. I don't usually use my iPad for such things. So let's open it up. All right, so we got our setup guide, digital setup guide. They have a video. This is for outdoor nutrients, ordering. Okay, so we just want to see how to set up the regular. There you go. So they have a book. They have the pieces, the timer, the pump, and assembling. That's what I need. So we have our assembling PDF here. So we have our instructions. And then we have, this is accessories and nutrients. We're just going to leave this one here because I don't think we need that right now. We're definitely not going to need any nutrients this second. We have more of this box. We have our lid. And we have the stand. Which is not too heavy. It's actually much more lighter than I thought. Make sure we got everything out. Let's clear this box out of the way so you guys can see what's going on. Ugh. We have our team member stroller right here. Then we're gonna have healed the box now that it's open and ready to use. All right, so this is our corner here. You guys will probably be able to hear me a lot better now. Let's get this broom swept up here. So we have this little corner to make sure everything's nice and clean where we're putting our farm stand. So this is the main piece. Right here, this is what it looks like. It's not too tall. It fits here, like it is on a rug. It does have a little piece for the cord and the wire. This is my plug right here to go in. I am also, let me just use the vacuum. Well, I don't want to use it too much with you guys. Let's move this out of the way. I also got the dolly. So the dolly is going to be, you put it on there to move it around. So I definitely got that because, yes, it's a lot of gallons of water and I wanted to be able to move it easily. And as I said, I'm probably gonna have to roll it. And reason why I got it is because I want to be able to turn it during harvesting. It makes it a lot easier. So my green stalks, I stand in one spot and I just rotate it and pick things. So that would be easy with this, especially since I know I was putting it in the corner where you're not going to get that much light over there. I mean, I'm not going to be able to just walk behind it. So I got the dolly to just rotate it in any directions. All right, let's see what the directions say because we didn't read any directions. All right, so we have our directions here. And the first thing we're going to do is, it says, put together the pump. So before starting, we are going to make sure we have everything and put the pump inside and through the cord. All right, so we're going to open our accessories box. Oops. Yeah, open it this way. Alrighty. We got our little lid here in our accessories box. I'll bring it here so you guys can see what's in this. This is all the things, all the pieces right here, including the plants. This is our kit here. And then this is our water tester, pH tester. And then these are our cups. So let me just put this here. And let's find the pump. So pH test kit. I use this when I get some nutrients. And I used to, not used to, when I was younger at the pool. This is how to test the water. That's how my son does it. That's the water for the pool. Growing up. My mom's house. And this. All right, so we have our pump. Pumps are very important. They're not very expensive. I would say, I've seen people keep an extra one. I would say that's a good idea. If anything goes awry. If not, I guess you could just pour the water up. All right, so we got some stickers in here. Well, I want to keep things a little organized, so let me take these boxes and put them in the big box. Especially since I want to do a cleanup of this room shortly. Right after this video. So let's keep things kind of organized. So it's not a hard transition. The sweeping. Let's go. All right, so we are going to, I had instructions and I forgot what they were already. But this looks pretty simple. It doesn't look like anything too crazy. So look at what's in this box. Right here. This is a cord. Okay, there's a timer. Ooh. Ooh, I see what people are saying. It's a thick cord here. What was that? My watchers told me I was very active this morning. Okay, so this is a timer. I'm sure, okay, no, I got it. I'm sure the pump goes into the timer. Is that how this works? Yes, the pump goes into the timer. So plug it in here. So we got a timer. Our lid, we got a pump that goes in here. And then this is a timer for us to set the time. And then this cord goes around back. All right, so this is fine. I thought they were gonna both have to go into, I didn't know one went into each other, which makes sense. Now the pump, all those pipes go into the pump. So let me go look at the instructions to see how to get that going. It is a, the instructions here. We have this little one that looks like this. So we have this small one here. Put it in tight. Then it looks like it says pipe. Pipe just sticks in there. I think I might have to let me put this in first before I put the pipe in. Because if I put this in, oh, the plug, you unplug it. Okay, good. I was like, how am I going to get it out? So we have one pipe. Then these look like the fittings. Is this the fitting? I'm going to guess this is the coupler fitting that they're speaking of. Yes. So that goes on here. So we're edging up. Then we have another pipe. These things are getting tall, but it's a little lower. And then it came with extensions. So here is one. I'm guessing there's a lot more fitting things. But here's one extension. And I guess as we go through, we'll find where I put the other extensions. Well, let's see what this is. I can't remember if this is here. Close the lid. Here we go. So then we have our extension and our lid. All right, so this is really tall. It's very much out of frame, but so let's get this inside of our farm stand. So we got this here. We got our pump and our timer. So I'm guessing is, let me unplug the timer. That'll make this a lot easier. And then put the pump in. Pull the cord out here. Whoops. This seems pretty easy. My stick isn't straight. We're getting there. Put this in on the top. It's just a slide in, nothing to. It just slides in. That's it. Doesn't, the couplings are just connecting. We're just sliding it in. So now we put this here. Put the cord in there. And the little holdings. And we plug this in and plug that in. Up. Is there on and off for the pump? No, I think this is it here. All right, so we're gonna figure out how we're gonna set the timer shortly, but first, let's just get everything together. Because I think the timer, there's nothing that needs to be on and off of the pump. Let's see, there's any button on the pump? No. Okay. All right. Hopefully we don't have to go back and do anything. And then our next step is, see what our next step says to do. Put the sticker, the gasket on. That's this, to cover it. So I should have brought it through there, I think. No. You just cover it. The plug came out. Is this open? This is this. There we go. This goes through this cord here. I was wondering how does this work. Put this way. For this cord. Whoops. Let's do a lower part of the cord and then slide it up. So it has a little hole here. It has this one too. Just two in case you have two. Put a cord in. Now, this may be a lot easier for those of you who are doing this without a full set of nails. But gardening is for everyone. Let's get this in this hole. This is where I may need a team member. And the team member to do this just drove off. I heard the car pull out. There we go. Whew. I got it. Nails done and all. So this shows you how easy it is. Let's put this in this one to hold the hole. We don't want anything getting in there. So we're just gonna put that in. Back. I can get it in. This is not an important step. There we go. All right. So now we have this in. Uh-oh. I was like, now I have it in, I can just pull the cord through. And slide it, make it a little easier. And I'm gonna have to open this later. The reason being is because this is where the food and water and everything going. So I don't know why they told us to do this so early in the process. I'm going to leave it like this because I don't want to go through sealing it and then have to fill the water up. I prefer to put the other parts on. Have to fill it up with water. Okay, then it says start putting the levels in, and then voila. It literally says voila. Oh, that's the light. That's where that other cord goes. See, I knew it. This cord is for the light. Let me just take this out. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need this space. This one is a spot for where the light goes. All right. So it says start putting it on. Now it tells you assemble it, the rings. All right, so now what's next? I did not plug this pump on. I should plug it on just to make sure it works. Even though there's no water in it, we just want to hear it turn on. Oh, it just covers. Yep, okay, good, it works. All right, let's plug it back out. We just wanted to make sure. This now the lights. So now we have our stand in here. There's like a little groove there. I guess let's start putting them on. So it looks like, I don't know which direction they go in, so let's see. Each one, they go like this. So the holes at the bottom. That's what the picture is looking like. I took them out of the box. Who knows which direction is up? There we go. These are the holes at the bottom. So let's go. Let's see if I was correct. There's a lock and unlock little picture. All right, so I thought it was a good idea to put the dolly on now. It like rolls. And then we put a light, I think. So it's a roll like this, and then a light. Okay, so let's get the lights out. This is what the lights are looking like. So we have our lights here. They're very light. Nothing too heavy. I was a little nervous about the lights being heavy. 3, 4. Uh-oh. 5. Supplies inside. The lights. Supplies inside. Oh, supplies not inside. Supplies are right here. Here's our light kit. All right, let's get this box out of here. We got I brought our wipes. I didn't know if we were gonna need anything. I didn't know if anything was going to be dusty. Clearly it wasn't dusty. It was nice and clean. So we don't have any dusty stuff, so we don't have to use our wipes thus far. All right. So we have smart timer. So the lights need their own timer. Okay. This is weird. Okay. And then what does this say? For pump and light. So you put this in, you plug this in here, and then you put one side is for your pump and one side is for your light. This is very nice. I'll show you guys up close. I think this is very cool. This is really, they thought of everything. So you're able to pump your pump in and your lights in and only use one plug. So this is nice. All right, so this looks like the wire that connects to the lights. It's good thing I didn't seal that lid in. It's like I knew I saw another little hose there, but I wasn't sure what it was for. So this connects to our lights. Oops. This is our connection here for our lights. This is our connection to our wall. So at least we know the pump works though. Now where does this go? Well, this clearly goes on the floor. Has a little thing to plug it into. Probably gonna have to get a little case here because you know the Roomba likes to come around. Then get a little case to put it in. All right, so this is gonna go in on the light side. The pump is already in there. And then this is gonna go inside and through the hose. So let's get that working. Let's go through this thing here. All right, so this is our one plug here. Our two sections. Oh, it stays very good with space. I think I put it upside down. I did put, well, that's the direction it goes in. Now the pump is upside down. There we go. There it is. There's a lead here from I don't know where. Hopefully not from outside. And then we're going to put this through the hole. Inside. We're going to go through this process again. Where my nail skills are tested. But now that I know how it works, it should not be too hard. So you don't, even though it may look, it's very easy to put up. Everything seems to be very straightforward. There we go. This one's also, and then the two of them are gonna come out there. And then I'm gonna guess this goes in here. You know, I'm not sure where it's going to go. But let's see. Because these cords drop down. Okay, so we have our light here. So yeah, these cords drop down. So I'm going to guess to connect with it. So just open this here. Our plastic. And we unloop it so it can connect with the next one. And the light, of course, the light shines down, so I'm gonna go with it. Goes this way. And it also has a little picture. This is the unlock. And then this is the lock. And then we drop this through here. There we go. And then we need it to connect. I don't know. This is interesting. That's here with the water. This water. It's got to be. I guess the water is just kind of lightly dripping. Let me undo this one real quick so I can see a little. So reach it up. There we go. Now, the interesting thing is, this one has a cap. So I guess this goes up. To the next one, and this one meets at this one. There we go. We got it here. So as you can see here. So I have it up through here. I'm just gonna pick it up and go through this one. There we go. So it's secured connection. Let me put this back on. Got a little lock and unlock pictures here. There we go, locked in. And then we are connecting this to below. So we're gonna connect it to here. Oh yes. I forgot that I plugged it in. I was like, wow. Ooh. You're gonna put this tight. We don't want no water to get in. All right. At all. I wish this wasn't in the water section, but alas, here it is. You know, the light is on. I'm being extra careful, but the water is not like pouring. It's a little drip, drip. Nervous, got to put a little extra tightness. All right, so we got our first lid, first light. Ooh, nice and pretty. All right, next one. We got this. Next lid. Let's let the wire come up. Next light. Okay, we look for our little logo here. Little circle. Little lock and unlock positioning thing. There we go. Lock it in. And now we're going to get another light. Zoom out a little bit. We got all the lights in here. In this room. This is our daytime room. I decided to keep the hydroponics to one area. I have another room with light. Again, these are connected to each other. So yeah, one goes down and the other goes up. Light on. We gotta lock it in. Here we go. All right, this is going very smoothly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. The hose is right outside of this room. Either that, I'm gonna have to bring containers to fill it up for the first filling, and then figure things out from there. Because after I plug this in, I'm not gonna unplug it just to bring it in. I'll probably unplug it for cleaning, but not for all the other parts. There we go. Lock in the lights. Yeah, it doesn't take up that much space at all. This is just a little corner. Just have it in this corner. I figure the corner is a good place for it. Oh, we're getting tall here. Ooh, we forgot the step. I mean, it's not bad forget, but I forgot to let the wire go up. There we go. It's very easy. Cleaning is very easy. It just clips in and out. These little pictures. You just clip and connect. That seems to be the steps. Now, I am getting a little shorter, so to say. with this process. Feels like in the movies where as you go up a level, it just lightens up. The light turns on. Time you walk by, the light turns on. Then we remember to leave that out to make it go up. The last one I forgot. I think I might have to step on a ladder to get up. I'm not that tall. And again, our tall team member just stepped out. Maybe he'll be back by the time I reach the higher levels. We'll see. I have 2 more levels. But if not, we do have chairs. I just like to see what I'm doing. I'm sure you can do this. Well, I'm sure if anyone's taller than me, they can do this without issue. Because I'm not tall at all. Yes, I like to be able to see what I'm doing looking down. So I'm going to get a chair from now. This is upside down. I'm going to get a chair from now just so I can look down and see, make sure I have it in tight enough and all that good stuff. You kind of feel and see what's going on. And there are 2 more levels. To go. Get the vacuum up. Okay, so forward here. I want to have this super tight. This is our indoor tree. Now, I read that it was 6 feet. So I'm like, you know, all the other 6 foot tall people can walk around here with ease. This should be at the height with ease. I don't think there's any other pole or attachment that is needed. All that, forgot my step. This is the most forgetting step that I forget every time. So just run the cord up. All right, we are supposed to be locking it in. Looking for my little pictures here. Can't find my little pictures. This. So these are the extension. Now we're on extension level. There we go. We're on extension height. So there's only 1 more and 1 more light. This is pretty tall. Oh, I know what made it taller. The dolly. I was like, they said 6 feet. I was like, yeah, 6 feet is fine. I wonder if I stand on a chair, am I tall, the same height as me? I should be. But the dolly is making this a little taller. The dolly adds a few inches to height. Because, you know, I like convenience. I want to be able to reach them very easily. All right, yeah. All right, we're at the right height. We're at the right height. This in. Did I lose the plastic? Our connector, our little plastic connector. Oh, there it is. It slid back. Slid back on our tubes. Now I have to figure out what water schedule I want to put this on. Some people have very often water schedules, not so often water schedules. All right, so this is our light, and then this is our top one. And it has some other tools there. And then the lid. So I think, all right, we'll figure it out. Let's get these lights on. The back one isn't in. Yeah, so these are the extenders. There we go. Wow, this is pretty tall. Well, at least we know we have plants up to here. Let's see what's going on with the ceiling. I haven't been so close to the ceiling in so long. And the final one just has a, it doesn't have a reach up. It just has a connector. So I noticed that when taking it out of the box, the top one of them only had one cord. So this is it here. Let's tighten it up. All right. So now we have our cord, our extender piece here. And we got to put in. On our pipe, our connector. This is our connector. So that the water, it's pretty sturdy because I'm here holding on to the pipes, the lights. And we're doing fine. We get a little taller. All right, this might be too tall. This is too tall. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Then we put our top on here. Let's see how this goes. If it goes up a little, then we're fine. If not, I did put it too tall. It's too high. Good thing you add the water from the bottom. Interesting thing is, I connected it. I may have connected it too tight. Oh, there we go. Got it out. That was easy. I got a little nervous there. So, what if it can't come out? And then we put our lid on. Voila. Lid, same instructions. Okay. Let's see what you guys have been seeing. So let's zoom out. I feel like I'm in the Jetsons, but I'm sure it'll look very pretty, nice and green. All right, so we have our very tall farm stand. So yeah, the bottom part adds, I'd say like a half a foot to the height of it. That's the top. So I feel like that's good. On the floor, if the plants I could reach it. I could do anything that needs to be done with plants at this height. So I'm not too concerned about it. It's not too tall where I can't reach. I need to get a chair. It's right. It's hand reachable. So I can reach it without an issue. So this is what it looks like so far. So next steps are, it has cups. It also has these little black things, which I'm not sure what they're for, which I should look. Okay now. All right now. So this is what I was worried about. Well, it's too late now. This is supposed to go at the foot of the pump to make sure the pump stays in place. So when we do a cleaning, we'll put them there. But today, I'm not taking, because I have to take the top off to lift it up to get to the feet of the pump. To make them stick in place. But they'll be fine. I believe they'll be fine. If they won't be fine, let me know in the comments. The pump shouldn't slide, I don't think. So I'll leave them out for our next testing. Then we have all of the cups. So these are the cups that they go in. I'm just gonna see what one looks like clipping in. I don't know, you just drop them in there. Let them hang down. Is there any specific way? That looks like you just drop them in. And it has these little circles. And these circles have little labels on them. So this is all of the plants that came with it. So we are gonna label here and put on the plants. So our next step, we got a few little extra items here. I'm just gonna put these here so they don't get lost. I'm gonna put them in this little box with the plug came in. There we go. And then we have, yes, all these are grow cups. All right, so I think the next step should be to put the water in. Let's see. But it looks pretty nice. Let me look up what's next. Oh, all right. The last thing I'm going to do is figure out, oh, well, they want you to set up the timer. For now, we're going to put the water in. I'm going to put the water and put the plants in. And remove the tank cap and fill it with water until it reaches a few inches below the tank. Sorry, the phone's ringing. Below the tank bottom opening. Okay, so let's start filling. Now, when you watch the replay of this, this is definitely going to be the super fast forward part. Now, we can use a hose. Our hose is pretty close, but I didn't want to use that water. So what I'm going to do is, I do have water already pre-filled. I'm going to use that. And then after that, I'll just make trips. I'll fill up and make trips. Because I don't have 20 of these filled. So we're going to start making our trips with our water. In the future, though, when it's a little warmer, the hose is actually right there. But I want to put our treated water in. The good thing about this is 20 gallons should take a long time to go down. So this is not often reoccurring. Yep, this is gonna be a minute. We should just play some music and relax. We're gonna be here for a while. So that's 2:18 to go. So this is water that we leave out so that the minerals would come out of it, lead, anything in there will come out of the water. Now this water is going to be pH tested, so, and there's stuff to give it to make sure the pH levels are correct. So personally, I think it's okay if we did different things differently. If we use the water from outside. But since I'm first going in, this is the first one in, we're gonna use our treated water. And go from there. There's several ways you can do this. I have a bathroom right there. Probably might run a hose from the bathroom too. Or there's a hose plug right there. I might run it through the window. I'll decide going forward, but you know, today you gotta get these plants in because they're hungry and wet and needing of getting into growing. These plants came on a journey. These plants came on a journey. They were delayed. It snowed. So let me turn you guys this way because I don't know what's going on over there. I can't see anything. There we go. There we go. So yeah, so these plants came on a journey. So we got to get them in and, you know, ready. So I am picking this orange for our team member in case she came. So yes, I'm just filling these. We're our treated water for our first time. And then after this, we're gonna be using the hose for our refilling. This one looks like it fell and the thing cracked. Yeah, this one. That's how we reuse our milk bottles. I also was using this for Kraske method. We're gonna have to get a little something to put all these pores in. But they're not just out here. Oh, the other water is too high. Let's start filling up containers. So yeah, this is the part where the team member would have been helpful. one of them could have watered while I while I filled. As we cut down some of those trips. So we have the water filling up in there. And I'm gonna start putting in plants in the meantime. Putting in these cups in the meantime. I also got some stickers. Let's get the cups in while the water fills up. It's easy to pop the plants in. Let me see which is easier. So this is open the box. This is what the plants look like. In these little cases. This is oregano. I think I could just drop them in. Yeah, all right. I was wondering if I had to put them in. So we're gonna go through what we have in a little while. Let me continue with this water. I can hear when the water bottle finishes, but to shorten the length of this video, this is gonna take a minute. Let me just show you, in case you guys want to see. I was putting those in while I was waiting for the water bottles to fill up. So you just clip them in. Very easy. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. This is why I got it on the dolly, so I could rotate it. But it's not, there we go. I can rotate it easier. And then do things like this. So you just slide them in. Then we're gonna put some down here. So yeah, I'm just gonna be dropping the cups in as well as while we wait for the water to fill up. Let me go carry these bottles back. I can get the water filled up. So we're multitasking here. We're filling up the water. We got a little while to go. All right, so I'm not gonna fill this full because you guys are gonna be here all day with me. We fill this full. I'm gonna fill it up. We are more than half, which I think is good enough. And then we're gonna have another video on testing the pH level. But one thing that's definitely needed is these plants. Oh, you guys got some glare. See if I can do to wipe the glare off. Let's get this glare off. There we go. All right, so to prevent this video from going on forever, the next 3 hours, we are going to, because I didn't bring a hose, we are going to at least start putting the plants in. So that's going to be our next step. So far, I put in some of the cups. So we're going to fill all the cups in really quickly. And then you can't really see them now. You see the light. It's so bright. So The cups come in a little container like this. This is actually the cups, the box for the extension cups. I emptied out a big box already of cups. I'm just filling them in. So there are, let's see, how many per thing? 1, 2, cups, 3, 4. They just clip right in. 5, 6. So it's 6 per row. And we have how many rows? Let's put these in back here. So this is a very space-friendly way to get a lot of plants in. I love the vertical systems a lot because everything is in one place. You get, and they grow up, as opposed to, well, the plants I have in the kitchen are starters for now, as well as our citrus corner, but they take up a lot more space and a lot less plants. So here we get a lot more food in a smaller area. I just give them a little tap to make sure it's clipped in. That's how I do it. That's why you see hear me giving that little tap. That's just to make sure it's clipped in. I can hear it snap when I tap it. So I just give it a little tap. Just to get these around back. Well, they're actually in the front. This is pretty easy. I would not give this a difficult level of hard so far. It just takes a little longer to put the water in. And I'm sure if you had a hose like the direction says, you just stand there and it could be filling up all now while I'm talking. But since I do not want to go and get my hose from outside because our hose has been modified, I'm not quite sure about the modifications. All right, so we got all of them in, and there's 1 cup in my hand. That means I missed a cup. So we're gonna just look real quick and see what cup I missed. I found it. I did not find it. Where I missed the cup, I'm gonna turn it. Well, maybe they sent an extra cup. Who knows? But it should be. I did this completely. Check every row by row. Complete. 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 Here we go. I was like, did they send an extra cup? Got it. All right. So we got all of our cups in. All 36. Now we have our plants that we're going to put in. And we have to do our measuring and feeding. So I'm going to do a whole separate video. We're going to go live next. And we'll do the food and pH testing separate. Now, next thing is, let me get our tablet out. This may be easy for you guys to see it this way. Because right now you're just looking at super bright lights. Can't really see much. Let's look at our food. What has come in. We're going to do a little scan, the little thing right here. And we can go over what we're planting and what each little plant is. Well, actually, you know what? Let's save that for another video. Thank you very much for joining. It's been Angeline and the team. This is our leg grow setup. So we did put it together. This is what it looks like getting set up. Our next video is going to be the plants because we got a lot of plants. So I'm going to take this a quick little break and we're going to go over what each plant is and what its light requirements are and you know why we're growing them and what food we got. And then we'll have a separate video about adding our food in our testing our pH level. So that's going to be the order for this one. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been Angeline and the team. Remember, visit us at avgardening.com for more information and join the cultivators over at Patreon, where you can get the unedited video of this and a lot more additional information. And we just have a good time over there at the Patreon. And more, you get a lot more behind the scenes. I'll talk to you guys next time. Remember to stay green always.